My South African wife has been trying to get her hands on the Hong Kong passport for the longest time. I have lost count on how many times she has gone to Hong Kong immigration and got rejected because she can't present her birth certificate. It never crossed my mind that it could be so difficult to get a piece of paper from the government.
So annoying.
That's because government facilities don't work in South Africa.
Long queues frustrated clients.
So you have to do the whole first queue just to get inside, join a whole nother queue.
We came here to apply at 4 o'clock.
4 a.m. is nothing. This guy has stood here for 3 days non-stop.
I just wish I can manage to do my ID.
Centers have no electricity for up to 8 hours a day.
They don't work.
The only working one is apparently in the middle of a desert in South Africa where there's no queue, and it's our last hope. We clear our schedules and we're catching the next flight to Africa! And we're ready to venture into the far and unknown town of Africa. Made it to Cape Town and we are ready to document our adventure with the latest Insta360 GO 3. It's my new favorite action camera because it has a convenient flip screen. But the coolest thing is, with a click of a button, it detaches itself from the action camera. So this thing becomes like a little charging case / monitor. It's so small for capturing impossible angles. Oh.
Yes.
Attach it to any metallic surfaces and put the camera on top of the punch bag or in your mouth. I almost swallowed the camera. While I was gagging and vomiting, Georgia fell sick, probably from worrying too much about her birth certificate. Our unknown South Africa adventure has to be delayed for 2 days. Which means I have time to visit the biggest township in Cape Town. South Africa has a dark history of apartheid where the white government would not allow black people in certain areas. Many townships were built in the early 1900s for black people to live in, and they are usually not very well maintained. Apartheid ended in 1994, and 30 years later, communities are still living in these townships. So I've got my little magnetic necklace from Insta360. I'm just gonna hide it inside my shirt, detach the camera. Boom! You see, because it's magnetic, I can film POV like this. And I press once here, and it starts recording.
Man, what is this?
There's a camera.
You are tagged wherever you go. You see.
Yeah. I hired a guy to take me to this mysterious township, hoping to get a glimpse of the real Africa.
Yeah, Unjani.
Unjani?
Yeah.
The language my guide speaks is called Xhosa.
Xhosa is a very popular language because you use the clicks when we speak, like the letter X, you pronounce it as.
One of 11 languages in the country, one that is almost impossible to learn.
Can I have Coca-Cola? And if you can't say it, you buy Fanta or Sprite, okay?
Most people who reside in Lanka are Xhosa, who follow tough traditions. When you go deep into Africa, you get to hear the real African stories. The Xhosa man circumcised at what age?
18.
You got circumcised when you were 18?
Yes.
A doctor cut it.
It's not a doctor from the hospital. It's someone who knows what they are doing. You don't lie down. You stay in the bush, like in the wild.
Are you put to sleep or
you must feel it. It's like whenever I go through tough times, I always take myself back there to motivate myself. I can survive that. I can survive anything.
You sell sheep head. There's a whole head here?
Oh, that's how it's the skin, the cheeks, the tongue. Isn't that something you eat when you're hungry?
Oh God. This is the tongue of the lamb.
Yes.
Don't think about
Wait,
it,
wait.
just eat, it's nice.
The smell is so strong. It's so strong. I feel like I'm kissing the lamb. The living quality of Lanka has improved over the years, but it's still not ideal. South Africa's rate of unemployment is 40%, and most young people have to live in these shacks in the township while they try to make a living. Malo dada.
This is booty.
Booty.
Yeah. This is half of the container where you would find. He lives alone, fortunately. They would wash in a plastic bathtub like this. To make more space, you have to raise the bed to use the space
Under here.
Yes, under the bed as well. Better when it's one person. Otherwise, if it was 2 or more people, then But it's what you have, you make the best of it.
Yeah. How long have you lived here?
Yeah, from 2005.
Almost 20 years he's lived here. You got a wife?
No, girlfriend.
Girlfriend? How many?
Just one.
The country's problem is inability to power home affairs offices.
They don't work.
Langa's problem is alcohol and substance abuse. But I feel hopeful when I see the youthful spirit of the kids in the township kindergarten.
They're very, very, very excited to meet me. Numa! Ah! Ah! Oh! Ah! No, no, no! Play this. Bruce Lee! Get up! Sorry for teaching them Kung Fu. I feel so bad now. I just leave the school and a bunch of them just won't stop doing Gaza.
Hands free to the max.
Hallelujah! Gigi has successfully recovered, so we picked up our rental car, keeping our fingers crossed that we don't run into any potholes on the highway that would destroy our car, and that some officer who works in that deserted town could do us a favor with the birth certificate.
1, 2, 3, funk it.
It's a 5-hour drive and we go via one of the most famous road trip routes in the world, the Garden Route. Make a stop anywhere and you would be blown away.
Oh my god, we stumbled upon this beautiful, beautiful coast. Check this out.
Attach Go3 to sticky pivot stand effortlessly, stick it to any flat surfaces. 今日先知道拍片容易過唱歌。Grab your Insta360 GO3 now with my affiliate link and you'll receive a complimentary carry case to kickstart your filming journey. South African road trip will most likely be one of the most memorable experiences of your life. As you drive, you see beautiful nature and animals. We got so distracted by the natural beauty of the country. We would just randomly get out of the car and take photos and feed seagulls.
Ready?
Hold it up, hold it up, hold it up. Torres, don't move.
I'm so scared. What's that feeling when they touch it?
Five-hour drive turns into 6 hours, 7 hour, 10 hour.
You can balance so well.
Sorry.
She got it right.
We know we probably shouldn't stay in any random town in South Africa, but we didn't have much choice because driving after sunset in the country is not advised. Soon we became the only car in the road and we had to make a stop and find any hotel on the way.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. So whenever we arrive in a town in South Africa, we look around and assess the situation. Should be fine.
I mean, we already booked, so.
Huh? Luckily we stumbled upon a tiny semi-desert town where people seem friendly enough.
You sure you can handle?
We were greeted with strong African sherry in the hotel and it felt really homey.
Hi guys, welcome to my crib. So we just randomly stumbled upon this hotel. We found it online, and it's in this tiny, quaint little town. Pretty beautiful spot.
It's so nice. Georgie, show us what's out there.
Note, dear Georgia Gordon, put a little some flowers on the note.
But you just booked the hotel like 1 hour ago.
Yeah, 1 hour ago.
Already made the note?
And look at our little balcony.
Hotels in South African deserts aren't luxurious, but they are magical.
Well done. Good choice.
Our spontaneous hotel has the most unique dining experience.
This is one of the most interesting restaurants I've ever been to. They don't have a menu, what they have is a cookbook. And then they separate the cookbook into starter, mains, and dessert. And then you just flick through the cookbook and you're like, you know what I want? This. And then they just make it for you, whatever you want in the cookbook. Like, you might like this.
When Gigi and I travel, we always believe that spontaneous destination is the best destination. On the road again. We're starting to see ostriches, which means that we're getting closer and closer to finding out about the existence of Gigi's birth certificate. The town we're supposed to go is called Old Twin, whereby in 1858 was the ostrich feather trading hub. This is the exact same place Georgia's great-grandfather lost all his fortune hundreds of years ago. These are the guys that made your great-grandfather bankrupt?
Yeah.
Wow.
And at the time, ostrich feathers were really popular for putting in hats and clothing. He used all of his money to invest in this huge ostrich farm and got tons of ostriches. But then shortly after that, the whole fashion collapsed and no one wanted to wear those feathers anymore. And he lost all of his money, basically, went bankrupt. So today in South Africa, ostriches are predominantly farmed for their meat.
Gigi's great-grandpa had an epic failure where he lost all his fortune in this town in the 19th century. Will his great-granddaughter finally find her success in the very same spot 200 years later with her husband from the Orient?
We've been trying to do this for months, if not years. We're trying to get this birth certificate for how many times now, Georgie?
It's tight. Let me just see. Does it show proof of payment? Does it show proof that I've registered it on the system?
I want to give you a hug.
After years of effort, we finally found a center that works.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
He wants you there.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
He wants you there.
No, honestly, this is for me. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye.